So first of all, we want to be able to tell you guys that new regulations are happening in January 16th. It's happening. Shippers are now going to get penalized and liable for certain issues, and they're all scared about the nuclear verdicts. If you're not familiar with nuclear verdicts, that's a lawsuit that you will not survive. It will devastate companies. So some of them are going to get fines. It has to do with the English language proficiency. So you guys as carriers that obviously you speak English, it's very important for you to know that you need to let shippers know you exist, right? So this is one way to do it. These issues are going to impact everybody, freight forwarders, freight brokers, and of course yourself, because if you're not doing direct marketing to shippers, well, they don't know you exist, right? And that's why you have to depend on sometimes, bad actors on the broker side. So the bottom line is that, you want to be able to reach out to shippers through marketing, okay? And that's what we're here to offer you, okay? Find direct loads. This is you as a carrier. You have to find your own shippers. As you know, today you came in through our direct marketing, right? We sent text messaging. You got a message from us. You got a click. You conversated with us. It works because you're here. But what we're proposing to you guys is to do direct marketing to the shippers, especially freight forwarders, customs brokers, and freight brokers. Look at the freight brokers here. On the low boards, it's almost over 60%. The communications are now on email. And if you call, you go to voicemail. That's not helping you. So even on the low boards, which they don't pay well, you're constantly communicating and getting frustrated. Email management is hard, okay? And you can't bulk send nothing here. If I wanted to contact Premium Express right now, Total Quality Logistics right now, RGW Transport right now, I can't do it. I have to do it one by one. And guess what? By the time you call, the load is gone. That's the reason why you get frustrated. But with our tech, with our software, with our CRM, you reverse this. You don't depend on the low board. You don't. You're doing direct. You're reaching out to the state of Georgia for specific freight forwarders, and yes, trucking brokers, which is custom brokers and freight brokers. Okay. Now that might not be a lot of lift, but it is emails. Okay, and you're reaching out to them every single day because you're letting them know, hey, on Tuesday I'm going to be available with my cargo van or my box truck, etc. And you're managing it better. Okay. Remember, in the low board, how do you manage that list of emails? You can't. But with a CRM and copying those emails that were in the low board, now you can merge them, and now you're reaching out to freight brokers, freight forwarders, shippers. Any email you get, put it in here, right? And the other thing we also help you if you join our network, right? If you join our program, is that we give you ways to charge more. They're called accessorial charges. Okay, there's ways to make money. It's not just the Raycon, guys. It's not just $2 a mile from Atlanta to Dallas and I'm done. No, there are other things, but you have to be on top of the invoices. The CRM will allow you to do invoices. Send the invoice. You have to on the spot quickly. Especially if it's time-based charges or labor charges or equipment location charges, and yes, even administrative charges. The idea here, and here's a tip for you: put it on the Raycon, specifically the detention. You are the one that dictates the detention, not the freight broker. I'm a freight broker, and I can tell you, hey, I'm gonna pay $25 an hour, and you take it. You see how it's reversed? I'm not the carrier, And then what if the freight broker charges $125 to his shipper? I just made $100 on you, and that's not nice because that's how some freight brokers are. They're making profits on your fuel surcharge. They're making profits on your detention, and they're squeezing you. You got to do the reverse. At least put what you think is fair for you, and even in the freight broker. And we're not supposed to make money on your labor. I shouldn't be charging $125 to my shipper. I should tell my shipper, hey, it's $75 because the carrier is passing me what is he passing me on? Accessorial charges. So I'm passing those charges to my shipper because they were not in the original rate plan. Okay, but you need to do that. You need to do invoices quickly, specifically if you sign the bill of lading, the in and outs, and all that stuff. But that's stuff that we teach you how to do it because you need to be able to do it. And then the third part is, well, you're blasting all these emails, right? And you're gonna get a freight broker. Hey, I need a reefer. Oops. I need a container moved. Oops. Well, instead of putting the fish back into the ocean and not making money at all, we will teach you how to be a freight agent. We are freight brokers. We can offer you 50, 70%, maybe 80%. Now, when you get up to these levels, you're on the phone. You're high volume. But when you're driving, maybe it'll drop back to 40 or 50%, which is not bad because you're driving and you're making money because we did all the work. And then they give you a typical freight agent transaction. Remember, the CRM is blasting, boom, 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 boom. And somebody called for a reefer, right? Or for some rate to move something from Dallas to Atlanta. So we'll be the ones telling the freight broker, hey, it's going to be $2,500. We found the carrier. That's not you because you have a cargo van. That's not you because you have a box truck. That's not you because you have a hot shop. That's not you. It's a carrier. But you can see everything because everything will be in your CRM. But we make $600 together. Okay? You keep 60 or 50 or 40, depending on how much time you commit. And I'm sorry, this is for the free broker. We keep 60 and you keep 40. Or in the beginning, we can do 50-50. But you're making money because you brought the shipper, you brought the referral, you brought the revenue. That makes sense how that works? And you don't have to do the load. You don't have to drive. So this is kind of like duplicating a little bit, because wouldn't it be nice to make $600 a day? In 10 days, that's 6,000, you know? Well, obviously we're still splitting 50-50, but $3,000, it's not bad. So in order for you to start with us, you need to have the CRM support, mentorship, tech support, helping you how to bring the shippers. Of course, first for your truck. Of course, we know that. I know you want to drive up and down. We normally recommend staying in your metro, so you can squeeze the shipper, you can squeeze the freight broker, and we'll explain how, right, in our mentorship, sessions. And yes, we can once in a while have one-to-one, but the thing here is it's not a lot, right? You're already pretty much already spending this for the low boards, and the low boards are forcing you more to engage some type of a email management system, which takes you back to the CRM. And this CRM also fits on your phone. And again, we help you with some of them in the beginning. So take into consideration what you're doing right now at the beginning. If you're depending 100% on the low boards, you will get 80 cents, 90 cents a mile. If you go with our program, we're helping you 3 ways, and you put it together, and you're making an extra 3K a month. It's more revenue for you. So we hope you take consideration to our program.